So we're back at it again, working on the Yukon XL, and apparently the stick didn't hold last night, so luckily it didn't rain, because that would have sucked. So today I'm going to try and fix this window. I'm going to fix it the wrong way. I just need it to stay up by any means necessary, but not tape. I don't like doing that anymore. And I didn't do that, but I just don't recommend it because this is what happens and it's not fixed. Anywho, first thing we gotta do is get into this door panel, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. Go ahead and pull your tarp off. Here we can see the door on your 2000 to 2000 whatever GMC Yukon XL. First thing you need to do is remove this cover panel, then take this switch panel off. A little bit of prying makes everything a lot easier. Disconnect all the connectors behind it. Set that aside somewhere. Next up, we have to remove 3 7mm bolts. There's one here, one down here, and then one underneath in the middle. Next up, you have to remove the triangular panel in the front of the door. Now we lift up on the door panel and it should come free. There's going to be a few connectors behind everything. Go ahead and remove them. If you were just putting on a new panel, basically you would just reinstall it at this point. Unfortunately for me, I need to get to the glass behind this vapor barrier plastic. I'm trying to get to that lower access window, so I'm very carefully pulling away the plastic on the left-hand side, trying not to rip it as much as possible, but we'll see what happens. Just passing the interior light back through the opening so it's out of my way. Just tucking the plastic behind the handle there to try and give me a place to work. And that didn't work. I now have enough plastic removed out of the way that I can reach inside behind it, like so, and I can now pull up on the glass. So I can finally get it back, which is great, except there's nothing supporting it, so it's just gonna fall back down. What I'd like to try is plugging back in the window switch and seeing if the track will now pull it back up. Fingers crossed. No. That's not doing anything. Okay, plan B. I've gone ahead and moved the glass up as physically as far as it can go, and now it's sitting up inside the track at the top of the door. I then found this random board sitting around my property and tucked it up inside, but there's my board. But you see that tiny little gap? We have to find something to fill that in. I found a small piece of cardboard, folded it over and wedged it up inside. Now I'm going to push down slightly on the window to try and get it to seat properly. Now that that's all taken care of, I'm going to re-stick the inner liner back as much as I can and go ahead and put the door and everything back in place. That's one door mostly on. I'd like to mention at this point that this is not the correct way to do this, but this is the cheap to free way to do this, which is what we were all about. Either the track broke inside or it's fallen off the track. Either way, I just don't want to have to put the tarp over it and have it leak here. So the next owner can deal with that issue at their leisure. At least the window is now up. Now to work on the rear door. I accidentally put my hand in that melted glue from the window. Alright, so similar deal. I'm going to start with getting the door handle cover out. Using all the techniques that we learned on the first time. And that's okay, I'll take that off. Oh. Well, it looks like somebody's been here before. I'm just gonna set it to the side because obviously we don't have to disconnect it since it's so close. Somebody's already been in here. Oh no. Somebody did the exact same thing that I did. Oh, that's funny. Oh, and it looks like they tried to reseal it too. They did a crap job of it. This is tar. Alright, so I guess the same deal. We'll try and lift this up as much as possible. Oh man, this window is much more loose. Alright, let's try and get a board first, I guess. I have two different sizes. We'll see. Problem is, this one's already holding the window up. I think we need something to wedge in it to hold it up that's actually going to hold it. Oh, you didn't see anything of what I was doing. I wedged in this small piece of wood that I just found to hold it up while we can cram the new board into place. Wish my fingers weren't so sticky. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. They wedged this one in there. Crap baskets. Okay. It's part of the job. Splinter. Well, I guess in a way it's nice to know that I'm not the only terrible human being on the planet. Looks like we need one more small piece just like before. Alrighty, I think I got the right amount of terribleness for fixing this job. So we're just gonna kinda act like I was never here. It's a great looking bulb you got there. There's nothing on that. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and slide this sucker back in place. Act like we were never here. And be good to go. And we're good to go. Oh man. I should feel terrible for doing this job. Well, it's one small thing off the bucket list for this truck, but I'm done for the day. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.